Former cricketer Azeem Rafiq spoke to media today, determined to keep the pressure on the sport's governing body after what he called a disappointing response to his testimony in Parliament.
It just felt so out of touch, just felt like didn't really answer stuff. I don't think people still get it. I don't think the leaders, ECB, PCA, I'm not sure they still get it. And until they actually get it, it's really difficult to move forward. If yesterday doesn't make them get it, then unfortunately, they're never going to get it. Until you embarrass them, until you disrupt them and hit them in the pocket with the sponsors, they won't change.
We wanted to put some of Rafiq's claims to the ECB, but they declined an interview. And there are now growing concerns about whether the governing body of the sport are involved in a serious conflict as those who are both promoting the sport whilst at the same time regulating it as well.
The ECB said yesterday that they condemn racism and will take the necessary action to change. Rafiq has also placed a spotlight on the England dressing room and the culture of racism within it, a dressing room currently being captained by Joe Root.
Do you think he is still fit to be the England captain if he was in environments where he was in a situation where he could have called it out but didn't?
Look, like I said yesterday, Root is a good man. He never engaged in racist language, and we've got to make sure it doesn't become about individuals. And the environment and the culture was such that this was such a norm. He probably doesn't remember it, and well, he probably didn't see anything wrong with it, just like everyone else. So yeah, I think we've got to make sure that we stay on the cause, and it's about the institutions and the governance structures that need to be really changed, so we don't end up in this position again.
For institutions to change, individuals have to change first and foremost. Are there still other current England players that you know for a fact were in environments where racist language was used and not called out?
I have no doubt everyone would have been in a dressing room somewhere that, I mean, like I said, the phrase Kevin was openly used in the England dressing room, so that in itself says yeah, and clearly hasn't been called out. So yeah, look, I've said this, it's not just a Yorkshire problem. It's all well and good everyone throwing the book there. It's a problem up and down the country.
Rafiq told Parliament that Kevin was a name used by white players to refer to black and Asian players.
Everyone reporting on yesterday's hearing and at the hearing referred to the word that you used as the P word. You used the actual word. Why was it important for you to use the actual word?
Because I heard that all the time, and the hurt, and not just me, everyone in every walk of life from Pakistani heritage or even South Asians have been called that at some point in their life, and it hurts. And there's no need to blank it out. People need to hear what actually was said without it just being called the P word.
What would your message be to parents of Asian children who are interested in taking part in cricket?
Make sure you keep an eye on your son or daughter. Don't just leave them at the hands of these people. And look, playing professional cricket is a dream for the kid, for the family, but actually for them to have a good normal life where they don't have the mental scars that a lot of us have gotten through will leave you more happier as a parent.
The whole scandal was taking its toll on Rafiq and his family. He says racism ended his career as he had to deal with the loss of his unborn son, as well as having suicidal thoughts.
Yeah, it's been difficult, really difficult for myself. Look, I can deal with a lot. I've got Barnsley and Karachi in me, I keep saying. But it's been difficult to see how it's affected my dad, my mum, my siblings and my wife and my kids. But hopefully that yesterday can provide some sort of closure for us all, and they can have their dad, husband and son back.
Azeem, thank you for your time. Thank you very much.